In this video, we will talk about how to split the data into training and testing dataset for machine learning. Okay, let's open our project folder with Visual Studio Code and create a new file, name it ml003 splitting data.py. First, we will demonstrate how to split the tutorial dataset come with the sklearn. Then we will import our own dataset and do the splitting as a demonstration. Before we do the splitting, we should decide whether we should pre-process the data first. At here, we assume we already pre-processed the data, so we can do the splitting. Okay, let's type from sklearn.datasets import load diabetes and the dt equal to load diabetes function. Let's put the feature matrix into a capital X variable. Therefore, X is equal to dt.data. Let's put the response vector, the dependent variable, into a lowercase y. Y equal to dt.target. Print out the shape of the X and the Y. X is a matrix of 442 by 10 and Y is 442 by length. Okay, let's type from sklearn.model_selection import train test split. Create 4 variables: xtrain, xtest, ytrain, ytest. Then we will use the train test split function to split the data into these 4 variables. Provide the feature matrix and response vector, x and y. Then set the test size equal to 0.3, which is 30%, and set the random state equal to whatever number. Just type in 1 here. Let's print out the data type of xtrain. Also the xtrain.shape, xtest.shape, ytrain.shape, and ytest.shape, and take a look. I made a mistake in the train test split function. The lowercase x should be changed to uppercase X. Okay, let's fix it. Change X to the uppercase. Then run the program again. Here we can see that the data type of xtrain is the same as X. Both of them are NumPy arrays. In the following, we will import a data from a CSV file, then demonstrate the data splitting. Therefore, let's comment out this line of code here and preparing for the following demonstration. Looks like we only need line 14 here from sklearn.model_selection. Import train test split. Let's copy this line down and paste it here. Okay, let's type import pandas spd. The data will be a data frame, therefore df equal to pd.read CSV, and the file name is usedcars.csv. Let's print out the shape of the data frame and maybe the data type just for a reference. Then move the sklearn model selection train test split function up. Now create 2 variables, one called train and one is test. Then use the train test split function to split the data, which is df, into the train and test variables. We will use train size equal to 0.8, which is 80%. Or you can specify test size equal to 0.2. Either way should work. Now set random state equal to 1. or whatever number you prefer. Later we will talk about the random state more. Okay, let's print out the data type of the training data train and its shape. Also print the test.shape. Now let's run the program. Now we can see that our dataset have been split into two datasets. One is 120, the other is 30 records. Their data type remains to be a data frame. Okay, let's talk about the random state. If you want your data splitting and the result to be consistent from time to time, then you should set a random state. Here, let's print out the train dataset, the first 5 records. Now, write down their index numbers. Rerun the program and pay attention to the index number again. We can see that the index numbers are exactly the same. Now let's change the random states from 1 to 12 and run the program again. See that the first 5 records index numbers has changed. Now run the program again. And the index numbers are the same as the previous run when random state equal to 12. Let's try set a random state equal to none, which means that we don't want a consistent random selection, which means our program run will different from time to time. Run the program again without the random state, and we can see that this time it gives us a totally different set of data with different index numbers. Therefore, if you want to keep consistency in your program runs, you should set the random state to whichever numbers that you prefer. Okay, this concludes the tutorial regarding splitting the data into training and testing data to feed into our machine learning program. If you like this video, please thumb up and subscribe. Thank you.